Hi guys, so in this quick guide I'll show you guys how to use the Andersam optimizer. And if you don't know what the optimizer is, it helps make a near perfect deck for you using math. So to start, you're going to have to go to office.com and then log in with your Microsoft account. You should already have a Microsoft account if you use Windows 10, so it's pretty easy to get in. So once you're on this screen, you can go over to your downloads by pressing Control and J. I've already left a download for the optimizer in the description, so just go ahead on there and download it. And now that you have the file, you could just drag and drop it onto the screen. And once you're here, you'll see three different colored boxes. So here the library will include all of the normal cards, so bronze, silver, and event gold combo cards. So if you don't have any of these cards, you can set their quantity to 0 and they will be ignored. So I have all of these already, so I'm not going to do anything here. And if you have any premium Onyxes or gold combo cards from packs or Onyx Goblins, you will add them down here. So I have two myths that are fused. So I'll set them to level 5 and fused here. And then 2 because I have 2 of them. I also have leader and hybrid, so I'll go ahead and add those here. If you have an Onyx card, you can either scroll down here by clicking on the drop-down menu, or you can just type it in and put a colon and then Onyx at the end. So I have a water Onyx, and just click this. And I also have a food Onyx. So just set these to 5 and then the rest of these settings. So now that you've added all your cards to the library, just ignore these two and go over to the advanced controls. So here you'll see mode, which will tell the optimizer to look at attack and defense, only defense, attack and defense added together, and also including these two settings for heroics. So sum is usually the best option. And lowest combo with counting, this will tell the optimizer to ignore or consider combos. So if you have a really weak combo, it will look at the combined attack and defense, and if it's lower than the number you put here, then it will be ignored. So I like to put this a little bit below your average combo, and my deck is pretty strong, so I usually go around 48. Step value is a modifier for lowest combo of counting, so if you have a lowest combo of counting of 48, then it will step up over and over, so to 49, 50, 51, and all the way to 53. So if you set it to like 2, it would go up by 2 each time, so 50, 52, and so on. I like to use 2, but you can experiment with 1 or 3. Copy reduction, I also like to put it at around 70 to 75. But if you don't want like clogged hands, just set it lower to like 60. Fusion buff will give a boost to fuse cards, so like superhero or knight, or maybe even a fused gold combo card. So it increases the score for the card. I like to put it around, well, I used to say go from 150 to 200%, but recently I've actually been experimenting with 115%. And you can just ignore these as it only matters with heroics mode. And here, this will depend on how many final forms you have. So the ideal deck has 35 cards and 30 combo cards. So I only have 4 final forms, so I put mine to 31. And now that you finish all these, you could just close this and go back to the user tab. Here, you'll see deck and suggestions. Deck, you're going to put your strongest card. So I think I like to put either my food or water onyx. So I'll put food. and it will give you a list of combos that are the best. So now that you're here, you'll go for the very top of the suggestions. And you'll notice that these top suggestions are also put at the top here when you click the drop down menu. And here we have water onyx at the very top, so we put water onyx at the top here on the drop down menu. So we can just keep going, bear, bear, then space, space, and just keep going until you get the right amount of cards. So now that you're done putting in all of your cards, you can look over the cards that are in the deck. So here, let's say I really don't like Angel card. I could go back here and find Angel. And I could just press the delete key on my keyboard and get rid of it. And then pick the next suggestion. So I could put in Earth instead of Angel. And that changes the deck a little bit, but you see that all of these gray boxes will be what's in your deck, and you can just ignore the white ones. So none of these cards are in your deck, only the gray boxes. And now that you're done creating your deck, I strongly advise you to go back to your advanced settings and tinker with them to suit your needs. Later, guys.